So here we are again. We're talking about Sasky today, which is obviously already a firm favourite with everyone. I've loved this dress for years. I feel like it's probably a new favourite of Kirby's.
I've been begging for it for years, so.
Yes, and unfortunately it was one of those things that it was probably our most expensive make, and also it had the most amount of fabric in it. The amount of conversations I had with Christina that were about, maybe we can just make the skirt a bit less full, and I was like, no, we cannot make the skirt less full.
And I was in the background going,
So in the end we got our way and we got Sasky in the Everybody range, which is amazing, but this one in particular is incredible. It's in our Liberty fabric, which is the berries print. It's just such a beautiful weight to wear. It's a poplin, so it's a little bit heavier than the rest of the range. And it's just got this really great kind of chocolatey black background, which is really neutral and not quite as dark as like a jet black background. So it's just a bit softer, it looks a bit more vintage, it's got these really great little red buttons. As you can see, it's a really good fit on all sizes. Like, we wanted to make sure this was going to be just an easy wear for basically everyone. And a V-neck is just such a useful shape. It's dressy enough for work, but it's also fancy enough for a date night. Yeah, we just really love it, and I think we've also shown that you can style a lot of different ways. Like, I generally put everything with pink, but Kirby always has a really neutral outfit. We usually both pull our outfit together with the belt, match the shoes, but I've got one of our little belts on, and so does Kirby. They're just a really easy shape to wear, and you don't have to belt them.
I was just going to say the same thing, that normally I would wear a belt on a dress like this to bring the waist in, because normally dresses like this don't fit my boobs and my waist and my hips all at the same time, so usually the waist kind of has a bit of a sacrifice, so I always stitch it in with a belt. But honestly, there's this, I'm in the 4X and there's the 5X, so there's a size up from me as well, which I think is great. That
and the waistline sits at a perfect spot on you. I think on back and front, it's just got that really lovely little pleat in the back, which means it fits really well. I'll just tag. And it's just got just the right amount of fullness across the back too. It doesn't kind of balloon out like a crazy kind of 50s skirt. It just has a little bit of pleating to kind of get over the largest part of your hips. It just gives you enough room. You know, it's no more full on me than it is on curves. We've made sure the structure of the skirt remained in the bigger sizes. So Kirby's piece will actually have 10 or 15 centimetres, I think it'll be 15 centimetres on top of our XL length. So the proportion has to be right. I think that's a lot of the problems that plus size clothing has, is that they kind of just size everything up and don't add anything for length or for the amount you might have on your bust, or if you've got a bit of a spare tire or your hips are bigger, you need room to fill that out.
You just want it to look like a dress that Kel's wearing it and it looks like on Kel. I want it to look like that on me. I don't want it to be the same length and feel like I feel like when I wear things that are too short and look like a literal child, anyway. So I feel like it's nice to have that length. It's a very twirlable skirt. Look at that. What? It's a 12.
Also doesn't go completely up.
No, there's no flashing, which is an issue with a twirly skirt. Yeah. So it's because it's got that nice, almost it's a panelled shape without it being
so we do have a classic kind of pleated front and then no fullness on the hips. So you do have that really good silhouette on the sides that skins your hips, but you've also got the fullness where you want it, so it just, falls really nicely. And the pockets are nice and big and nice and deep, so you can definitely put your phone in there. The proportions just look right on every size, and particularly in this Liberty fabric, it's a really, really
Speaking of fabric, we're going to do a close-up so that you can see the close-up a little bit more on the buttons.
It's really good fabric. It's got a bit of raspberry, a bit of pink, a bit of olive. Basically all the colours we love, especially for winter. This will be such an easy wear with a layer. We're going to have a lot of cardigans to match it, so get ready for that outfit. It's loved by all of us here at the shop. We all own a Sasky, and we hope you take the leap and grab one too.
We should also mention the thing that we worked on, I know Kel and Chris worked on this a lot, is the buttons. So there's no gaping. This is firm on my bust, but because the buttonholes run horizontally, not vertically, it's not getting any of that gaping, so you don't need to, I feel like you don't need to worry about that.
And you feel secure.
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel like you're buttoned into it, but it's also not so tight that you can't breathe. We both have a bit of room to move, and that's usually because of the pleat in the back of it. So it's a really clever design in that way, and it does just fit a decent sized bust. You won't feel like you're kind of strapped into it, which is really
the two
nice.
buttons at the waist, they're nice and close together, so it's firm. It's not cutting you in. You know you're not gonna like sit down and.
And
Pop
another reason
open.
you don't need a belt.
Yes,
like if
exactly.
the buttons are in the right spot,
Yeah.
you don't need one. So
It's
yeah.
a pretty great
She's a
dress.
special dress.
So yeah, Sasky, we're all gonna get one. So hopefully there's some left for you. There will be. So yeah.